Leaves are falling from up above. Gold rains down this night. I return to the world of the living, invigorated. I've resisted the difficult challenge of the dragon heart, and find myself in need of a new task. Let us see. I remember this area. Yes, this was an under-bridge pass that would lead to some mysterious outcome. I don't really have anything in particular that I'm waiting to do right now, other than going to challenge Godric, and I think I ought to be rather thorough. Yes, I think I'll head down there. Despite having slain a dragon, it took me a great many tries and I was met with great difficulty. So let's see if I can't shore up my power a little bit more. Oh? Well, this is interesting. A broken encampment. Dead demi-humans. And some dead sorcerer. Let's see what he has. A sliver of meat. I don't see much in the way of implications here other than the demi-humans having murdered him as he was likely cooking his dinner, but it is a sad sight. Reminds of the savage nature of this world, where there are hunters and hunted, stalking the land, each seeking their own advantage. Oh? A Trina's lily. Let us see what Saint Trina wishes us to see. Oh, dear. Ah! Die, abomination! Stop distracting me from my work. Ah. Corpses laid out as puppets. Interesting. We shall have to remain wary of that ambush. I'm sure they shall fall. Thank you, Rena the Witch. That is good information. There they go. Spear-wielding lummoxes. Unfortunately, that one did not give chase. It would seem they have lost a little bit of their faculties, just as the soldiers have in this world. Unlike the Tarnished, their death did not protect them from this sort of intellectual degradation. And that one is just resting, uncertain what to do. What have you to say, sorcerer? Fire grease. I see you wanted to clear out these undead, but you were unsuccessful. Is he staring at the mushroom over there? Very strange. He's just staring at the wall. What could possibly compel such a thing? Cursed... Ah! I hate those things. So much. Ridiculous amounts of risk they put me in these undead-infested wastes. What have you to say, spirits? Cave ahead? Okay. Oh. Torrent fled? Oh. Invaded by bloody finger Nerijus? Ah.
Nerijus. The bloody finger. The end was nigh. For you. And your cessblood.
Dear, oh dear. Laughing matter. What was that? Bloody finger. Bloody finger. I recognize. I know that term. You. Gloamy man.
Ah. Hello. How nice of you to stop by again. Please. Buy something, won't you?
What? That goat's own man thought... What cruelty. There. Festering bloody finger. Consumed upon use, attempts the invasion of another person's world. If successful, we will arrive as an invader, a bloody finger, with the objective of defeating the host of fingers of that world. This furled finger is blackened with blood congestion. It seems to have been chopped off rather unceremoniously. And amidst the blood, blackened horns emerge. Curious. It looks curse-befouled. That man, Nerijus, must have used such a thing to slay me, which I suppose means I would be the host of fingers. Did that say that I was the master of this world?
Ah, how nice, please.
What does it say? No, just the host of fingers. So, those who visit my world, they see me as a host, and I must put on proper show for them. Curious. Curious indeed. Well, let's see if this Nerijus can enjoy the proper show that I shall give him with my blade. I shan't allow myself to fall again to that scoundrel.
If it isn't Nerijus, bloody finger, the end is nigh. For you and your cessblood.
There. Dear, oh dear. Yura was... It seems he quite hated that fellow. With his objective complete, our dear friend returned to his own world, it says. Oh. Yura truly must have hated him. But let us see what our prize is. Jagged dagger with a distinctive curved blade. used by noble servants of the Lord of Blood. Yet again we see evidence of the Lord of Blood operating with impunity within Godric's lands. It seems either he must truly have some sort of alliance with him, or Godric is a lord in name only and fails to be able to keep order within his little fiefdom. The dagger rips the flesh as it enters, inflicting blood loss with sickening efficacy. A proud testament to the success of its vicious design, this weapon is perpetually clothed in blood. Unique skill, Reduvia Blood Blade. Slash with the wicked dagger, transforming its never-drying bloodstains into airborne blades that cause blood loss. Can be fired in rapid succession, as we were able to see quite clearly ourselves. I could almost use it, but I'm not a dagger kind of person right now. Anyway, we have a cave to explore. So let's see what fun things might be found here. It seems people inside the cave are quite frequently prone to reaching out and finding this breath of fresh air we call the world once more. Sitting here, perhaps taking a moment to drink. Or be lookouts. Murkwater Cave. Murky. Full of earth flitting about. Like the undead back there. Ominous. But fortunately, I will be able to regain my strength here. And I can increase my prowess. Let's go with a little bit more vigor. I feel my life is not potent enough. Oh. Lots of bloodstains. This must be a difficult region. And I see why. They've set up traps to alert people. Quite the active lookout. Well, fortunately they didn't scream for help. I'm sure there must be additional enemies further in. And there's a second tripwire right there. Yes. Dear, oh dear. Piles of bones. And these look like they might be... No, those are too big to be human, and those vertebral columns indicate cow. They must have had some butchery going on here in addition to whatever supplies they've left. Mortar and pestle as well. They must be brewing up some herbal medicine in addition to the eating and drinking that these wine bottles and this pot implies. What? You heard me coming despite my attempt to sneak. Mushroom. Curious. Ah, but even then they didn't tell their allies. And there we have it. The bandits are cleared out. Might almost actually make a nice little home away from home, if I had any. Time for mushroom, indeed. Let me guess, these mushroom-obsessed bandits have hidden a mushroom in their chest. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Now, we do know mushrooms are good for firebombs, but they didn't engage in any such activities. I wonder why. What is going on here? They probably used that mortar and pestle for processing mushrooms somehow. Old codger, old dear. Liar ahead. Dung. Interesting. Oh. Completely empty, but I'm sure this must be some sort of trap. This is... Yes, there's golden mist blocking out this area, so there must be some sort of trap going on.
Well, well, well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief.
Ah.
Gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin.
Oh, he seems to have some sort of chemical weapon on hand. Maybe that's what the mortar and pestle were about.
Wait, please. I surrender. White flag and all.
Is that so? Are you a liar, or do you truly surrender?
Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a lady of reason, through and through.
That I am. So, what say you? What do you have to say for yourself?
Ah. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such. An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on?
Fine. Fine, you little scoundrel. Forgive and forget it is.
True lady of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes.
Oh.
But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
I see. So, this man is a bandit and he sells his ill-gotten goods for profit. But now he wishes to convince us that he's changed his ways. That he's going to be setting up a proper business. I, for one, am not convinced. But, since he has surrendered and I have agreed to it, I shall see no reason to actually continue our violence. That said, I will take this treasure which I have earned. Putting his laundry in a treasure chest to lure people in. What a sneaky little fox. Well, have you anything more to say before I depart?
Don't forget to pop back for another visit, friend. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
Very well. We will stop back in. Though I don't know if there's going to be any friendliness going about. Maybe he has something to actually sell. After all, must get his profit from banditry somehow. And if we agree to keep our mitts off each other, perhaps he'll actually be inclined to sell rather than simply see blood shed by himself or myself in the meantime. At least towards each other. Well, that was a mighty interesting experience. I really ought to rest again before I depart, but... murky business indeed, hiding in the shadows. Pretending to be an honest man. But murky waters can hide treasure. So, let's see. 3969 next time I level up. Goodness me. So murky, in fact, you can't hardly see the exit. Funny how that works out. And now Torrent is actually not afraid. Now that the Nerijus fellow has been run off. Well, I saw on the map that this will continue for some time, so what is back here? Oh. Yura's set up shop. Move locations, have you, old man?
Ah, we meet again. To have fought Nerijus and lived. You must have seen your share of battle. I am Yura, as you might recall. Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own. You stay the path. You're certain to face more of them. Just remember. No kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade.
Okay. So, this befouled bloody finger used a, what is it called? Festering bloody finger to invade my world. Blood is in the water, and blood is the name of the game. Festering, perhaps, because they've been touched by the Lord of Blood. At the very least, it seems to be the case that this Reduvio-wielding monster was in touch with the man, and considering everything, it seems likely that he is the one who's actually the source of those festering bloody fingers in the first place. If the bloody fingers are linked ideologically to hunting down other tarnished, it must be the case that they're being given some sort of source of power to do so, in the same way that that Knight of Blood gained power by swearing an oath to the Lord of Blood. It must be the case that these bloody fingers swear themselves in fealty to his... well, the Lord of Blood sounds masculine, but perhaps Lord is a non-gendered title, I know not. Regardless, the Lord of Blood must be the source of these bloody fingers, in exchange for swearing themselves to his service, seeking out the death of other tarnished. They've been given some sort of reward, some sort of boon, like that magical dagger that allows them to use blood for their weapon. Or that Ash of War, which allows them to extend their own blood out as a weapon against their foes. Why would the Lord of Blood wish to see Tarnished extinguished? Well, if I remember correctly, our dear friend Kenneth Haight has been telling us that the Tarnished are being hunted by the forces of Lord Godric as well. So at the very least, Godric and the Lord of Blood have that in common. They both wish to see the Tarnished hunted down for some reason or another. Does the Lord of Blood wish to see them extinguished for the same reason, however? Does he simply want blood, carnage, and chaos? Or does he have a greater goal in mind? Is he allying himself with Godric so that Godric can do whatever he is doing with those same corpses? Oh, and I see another undead body of flesh and bone is there. There must be some sort of slaughter around that corpse over there. This is a most interesting area, and even the flowers reflect carnage and death floating around this area. The gloam of night, its deathly hue. Blotchy, swampy, bleeding flowers amidst these more pinkish ones. Those I don't quite know the meaning of. Oh, you move surprisingly fast. I have caught on to your game. I've at the very least gotten a little bit better. Now, what have you given up to me this time? Thin beast bones, as to be expected from a lump of flesh and bone like that. Praise the light filtering down into this area of death. Come now, little thing. You know you want to. Your undead rancor urges you to destroy the living, I'm sure. Chase me, chase me. And that is how you do it. Death and blood. This entire place. Oh. And that is an undead waiting to rise up. Yes, indeed. As to be expected. It seems. Darn it! Those spearmen! Goodness, how troublesome. Yes, human bone shard. Those things used to be human, at least, so their body reflects the nature. Brief respite. Friend, oh friend. I don't know about that. Maybe at one point. Oh, piles of degraded corpses, leaking with putrescence. Interesting. Those ones didn't even have it within them to rise up as undead. Are there any more? Yes, I'm sure. Hello, little fiendish thing. There. Get some proper rest. And what have you to say for yourself? So lonely. Amidst all the death and carnage, what have you to give? Poison. Yes, I'm sure that these rotting corpses shall yield poison in the ground sometime soon. There is a way up. An ascent towards the Divine Tower. How do I know that's what it's called? Well, it sits directly in front of the Erd Tree, casting a halo of light. It certainly makes it look like it's divine. But there's also a path further onwards. More enemies to kill. Ah! You! Curse you, abomination! Finally! That thing. Those false dragons. Can't even believe the world humors their existence. Poisonous filth. Tears rain down from the heavens. Perhaps I oughtn't. Perhaps I oughtn't complain to— Ah! Damnable piece of garbage! More and more death. Death, death, death. No wonder these things are emerging from piles of bone and flesh. Look at these corpses just laying here. They must eventually rot apart and become these putrescent masses. Does feel good to return them to the soil, though. So much decay. So much death. Ugh! Hefty beast bones. Conglomerations of more than one type of corpse sometimes. Cemetery ahead. No, cemetery is right here. But I suppose this must be what they're talking about. Murkwater Catacombs. Lots of wax amongst the walls. One lit candle that remains. One there, and one torch made of white-blue flame. Be wary of left. Very well. Hello there. And goodbye. Oh, statues of the Guardians. What were those called? They were Earth Tree Burial Watchdogs. 4 of them. Oh! 4 guardians, each with 3 heads. 12 watching the path here. And 3 of the actual imps. That reads 15, a number of perfection, related to the dragons and the moon. 14 plus 1. Grave glovewort in a pair. Helium speaks to the sun. And these are statues of imps being displayed just like those. Oh, so you think you want to fight me? Oh, pitiful things. Just like those other imps, but these ones have different faces. A demonic horn-bearing creature, wielding the same imp tongue, but looking like a craven old man. And these look like patches, but they have cracking heads and hollow eyes. Hollow, I suppose they must be corpses. Ah! Darn it, I tried to raise my shield, but I was not fast enough! Oh, you're afraid. Oh, what a sneaky little thing. This place. Such troublesome business. Why are there iron bars blocking out these recesses wherein corpses might be laid to rest? They only have partial skeletons in them anyway. Very strange. Most of the bones have fallen out to the side. Let's see. Three imps guarded this place. 3 is a number of lithium, volatility, light silver, and so artificiality as well. Well, these imps are artificial if nothing else. Root resin. This man was trying to steal from the roots of the Urge Tree, and the imps showed injustice. Yes, try the lever, I know. This is not my first catacomb. 9. 8 plus 1. Divinity in a circle. But it's also 2 sets of 4. 4 is the number of death. This is a rather deathly place, but you might say it's divine as well. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. I heard that. Ah, more imp statues. These ones are the type that we already knew. Hello, imps that aren't statues. You dare? Away with you! Oh. More iron to prevent grave robbery, and yet collapsed, broken up, horribly painful looking coffins here. The ashes have been disturbed. The skeletons sometimes even tossed out into the middle of the floor. And yet spirit lingers. Ghost glovewort. Broken, so that means 4 is the number of candlesticks here. Yet again, death is being invoked. Let's see. 3 rows of arrow traps there. I think this is the only thing to these catacombs. It looks like a rather short one. So, those flaming arrows almost look like they had root resin embedded upon them. Didn't expect you were ready. Be wary of boss, yes. We shall judge that later. No. Dear, oh dear. fish. And there you go, Grave-born enthusiast. You have been defeated, and I have new ashes. Banished Knight Ingval was interred here. That guardian must have been very good to get all these bloodstains, though. It's almost a shame. The roots devour... No. They're pulling the skeletons down and in. That's curious. Because these are the roots of the actual burials. They seem to be just absorbing the flesh and bone directly into the roots, causing them to thicken and grow ripe with these bulbs. 6. Ah, 6 of these torches. Breathing the air in. Fire, combustion, storm. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of Ingval, the banished knight, one of the 2 knights dubbed the Wings of the Storm. Despite his banishment, he rejected the invitation of the grace-given lord, instead keeping watch over a masterless castle for many years, gaining renown as a hero of the fringes. A masterless castle. Well, that couldn't be Fort Height. I'm sure that couldn't have been Stormvale. Wings of the Storm. It's probably not Stormvale. Where could that be? Short, but this was a trial that was quite worthy of my mettle. A tough place to get through. Not quite. I shall break a few runes and see if I can't level myself up with the shattering of them. Trousers made of coarse material, commonly worn in the lands between. And clothing made of coarse material, which is also commonly worn in the lands between. Fragment of bone done with mottling. I'll keep that in mind. Found by hunting those who live in death. Meant to be brittle. It crumbles at the lightest caress. Let's see. I'll only need to use 4. And once again, I think, no. Mind this time. Try to get mind to 15 as well. But this is a dead end. I am blocked off by this. Ha! I think I shall take the route upwards then. Bears and Trina's lilies. That is how we deal with bears. And earn our pound of flesh. This one will likely be trouble as well, so... Now, let's see what Lady Rena has to show us. Erd tree with that tower that still reeks of divinity. Ah, she wants us to see that Rosa's statue over there. Or is it the case that she wants us to be aware that that land is traversable from here? Let's see. Yes, I think that must be it. This is a crossroads, 3 Trina lilies for 3 paths. We could go over there. We could go over there. We shall go over this way. More bear. Trina seems to sure like her bears. I wonder what that's about. Oh. Maybe Trina was pointing us towards that site of grace over there, actually. That seems reasonable. And there's one over there. Wonder if there's another that way. Scarab nearby as well. Oh, I've been to this artist's shack. So let's see about getting that other one. Ha! An explosive somber rune. What has caused them to do such a thing? That is most disturbing. Wolves roaming about. Lots and lots of wolves. Is that 8 of them, in addition to the matriarch? Truly a powerful pack. Maybe Trina was trying to get us to pay attention to that as well. I did hear the howling while I was down there. 8 wolves and 1 matriarch. I wonder if it tells a story. Oh, wise beast. Tells us to go down this way and see what we can see over there. A giant standing gravestone. Broken up ruins. Another site of grace, which we have already acquired. Kenneth Height. Oh. Perhaps our dear wise turtle wanted us to see Kenneth Height over there. He surely is in need of aid, or was, I should say. And that graveyard I have not been to before. Might as well take the journey. See if I can't find something interesting here. Oh! A corpse on the graves. Not just... Oh my goodness! Golden Rune 6! This is a grave of heroes. Golden Rune 4. Golden Rune 4? My goodness. An entire party of valiant heroes was laid to rest here, so it would seem. These stone coffins, out of the purview of Erdtree burial. Wonder what would cause them to be interested in such a thing. Sleep required. Well, let's just see what this man has for us, though. Oh. It would seem I must climb onto the grave. Visions of Pear? What have you? What have you for me, O noble one? Vivor's cookbook, with a picture of a Trina lily upon it. So, the wise turtle pointed me down towards not only Kenneth Height, but also a Trina lily reflective book. As this man gazes up towards the heavens, looking between the Erdtree here and that castle. What is that castle? No, it couldn't be. Oh, Fort Height. He dreams of walking the path towards Fort Height, but it was too much. Vivor's cookbook, a record of crafting techniques left by a man who was utterly captivated by Saint Trina. He continues to search for her in his slumber, acquire the knowledge to craft the following: a sleep pot. I wonder if this man could have been Vivor. He certainly does seem to be asleep. It is good to see that the turtle has such powerful vision. But now I will see what is actually up there. Because I must make it. I must get to the end of that rivery road. Here it is. But this path is treacherous. Must find a better way down. Here. Oh dear. There we go. Good night. Land octopus ovary. Visions of sleep amidst death. Brighter purple, darker purple. The gloam speaks to the gloam. And blue joins the fray, a royal blue. And red, both bloody and the more pinkish variety. This place. Oh, but I am called to sleep once more. I will find my way to you, end of the road. But I tire. I cannot resist the cold slumber. Oh. Oh. Down into the dream of death again.